Ryujin Industries is looking for our trained and certified physicians are qualified.
That's right. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
We have choice accommodations at reasonable prices.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayu and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. You mean the stuff Bayu leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayu's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with Aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Volai. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayu's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayu wants you to spend your credits are Bayu Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayu Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Most of the Underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. No, I don't think so. Ebside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Sauvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
The hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
I really don't know if I can do this. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room. You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous, so I thought, what better place than Neon? But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own. I like that it's not a crate, and I haven't felt anything crawling on me when I sleep, so I feel like they do a good job keeping it clean. Oh, it's just the offhand comment here and there, how I never take risks or don't like adventure. She hasn't said I'm boring, and I don't think I am, but looking at my past, I can't exactly prove that. This is my way of finding out. I've been asking my therapist the same question for years, but he hasn't given me an answer I like yet. True, the city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait, not skeptical? Terrified. Isn't the poison in the dose? I'm thinking maybe I can get away with a sniff or a bite. I actually don't know how you take it. No, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much, but I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at Legrand's Liquors. What do you think? Okay, then we'll go with Blend. I'm a bit worried what's in the mix. But that's exactly the kind of cowardice I'm trying to get over. I'll try that first. But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, do me a favor and check in on me. Make sure I'm not dead. See you around.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and
And biological services. For just a few credits, our certified technicians will quickly...
We've been here an hour
Yeah?
already. Maybe you should have figured out what you wanted before we came.
It's a perfect day for a different you. Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, we can help. Our state-of-the-art machinery uses a patented proprietary technology that can reshape your facial features or give you a new head of hair. For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance yourself and bring a big, warm smile to your brand new face.
Plus, it's me, you know? It's one thing to screw up options on a ship or computer, but on myself.
Hey, whatever you choose is going to be fine. And we're all going to love it
I'll
because
take a look,
you're still
but I won't make any promises, okay?
You all are the best.
We know.
I actually owe this job completely to my girlfriend, Valentina Gurov. I don't know if you've met her. She works over at Xenofresh. When I arrived here 2 years ago, I met her at the Astral Lounge. We talked, I told her I needed a job, and she got me this gig. Cool, huh? It's a little scary, though. The person I replaced totally vanished. Like, poof. Valentina said they probably had an accident or something. She's helped me out with this job so much. She even brings me business from time to time. People she sends my way. It's the best. Of course. Ask anything you like. Ooh, sorry. No. Once the process is complete, the sale is final. But don't worry. Our system will allow you to see what you're gonna look like before you commit to the change. Absolutely. We're proud to feature a no disfigurement guarantee. If for any reason our machine doesn't perfectly replicate the look you selected, we'll make it right. That's the enhanced promise. Great. So, would you like to undergo a treatment? Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to enhance your day.
At least this waiting area is comfy.
I wonder if I should sleep on it some more and come back tomorrow.
Look at you. Beautiful. Unique.
I've been pining over a career change.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes advanced
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I do? Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay? Take it easy. Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No?
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay. Jeez, sorry.
Welcome to the Emporium. Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele. I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. Yes, you're right. Of course. Of course. My apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing.
You don't seriously expect this person to go and pick a fight with a gang?
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh? Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe. Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. Probably not. Seoka tend to hang out in small groups. Good for them, but for us. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. Cash only, please. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Leon.
Next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there.
Here to purchase some mining goods? Let me know if you need any assistance with the flyers. Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. Certainly, my friend. Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat to see you.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry.
See ya. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebside strikers were awful. with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news, but compared to disciples, positive angels. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. You have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Where the fun never stops, in the city that never sleeps.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
You want this stuff or not?
This is such bullshit. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Yes? What?
That's the lounge, euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
Nothing like the velocity after a rough chase. Makes you forget how bad you stink.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
Strikers
Strikers look out for one another, right?
Bosch says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us?
We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line, but I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. I really can't say I blame you. Andrea, let them in if they change their minds.
Strikers look out for one another, right?
What can I get you today?
What's up?
I wasn't doing anything.
Hey there.
Love the vibe in this city.
Hey, get away from me.
Pull up a chair and have a drink. No customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have two simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and make sure that he behaves.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? Do you want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place. It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation. Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer. But of course, mon chat.
Yes.
Clover over at Kelcorp? She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
I don't know. I'm worried the council is going to do it. Much negotiating with their son.
Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home. If you're struggling, sleep crates are the budget accommodation choice of Neon. It's tight, it's got a smell that's an acquired taste. If you're in the market for a sleep crate, they sadly sell themselves because they're very, very cheap. That they do. It's the families that really get me. And when those families can no longer even afford a sleep crate, well, that's just my favorite part of the job. Good for you. You can at least get some privacy that way. No weird stains, save the ones you spill. And it just so happens we have a deluxe shipping crate that recently came on the market. Built for cargo, redesigned for people. Just the thing for a minimalist like yourself. It's an artist's way of saying less is more. Minimalism is about shedding life's excesses. One night in a sleep crate, and your desires, comfort, and hygiene will mold away. Smart choice. I'd say you dodged a bullet, but you're the one holding the gun. I have a lot of crates ready for you. Now, just one night, or an extended stay? Back to work, I guess.
Can I help you? You lost, kiddo? Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good. Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Of course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. And live in a UC? No thanks. Besides, I ain't about to let a few undesirables chase me away from what I've built here. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? No, I can't. Sorry. Sorry, but I can't. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. I told you, I don't know who Headlock is. Now either quit loitering, or make yourself useful and buy something. Well, now that I know you're serious, we can talk business. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. Huh. How very noble of you. I certainly wouldn't go get myself killed on Tevin's account. Anyways, I got a shop to run. Are you gonna buy something or what?
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up.
Pretty good. In fact, things have been going so well. I'm kinda worried for my mental.
See for yourself. just the usual. Come again.
Website's changed. Maybe it's just me. You're bothering me. Then leave. It's one of my rules, and it served me well. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Fact is, I'm not a good man. Best keep your distance. No, I'm not. So I did. Made the gang wars look like a picnic. So yeah, I've killed people. Some of them even deserved it. Not all, but some. And every so often, I get strangers coming up to me wanting payback. But I'm still here. I was young. Stupid, really. Thought I could win the war all by myself, so I joined the Freestar Militia. Ended up killing more people in a week than all my years here. And if you see enough shit, you lose your edge. Now, I just drink. I work the warehouses. Clock in, clock out, mind my business. Gangs leave me alone. You should too. Yeah, keep things short. Don't drink on the job, drink every minute after. Never play cards with a street rat. Don't love what you can't respect. That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule. Uh-huh.
I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking.
In fact, things have been going so well, I'm kind of worried for when my luck turns.
What does Sioka mean anyway? I always forget to ask. Probably some sort of old Earth thing.
If you're not here to do business, you best leave before we get pissed off. And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them. Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. Oh, come on. I couldn't give less of a shit about these so-called enemies. I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. I can't believe I'm saying that. Looking over your shoulder in Neon can get old. It kills me to say this, But I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
No funny business.
I wonder what daylight looks like. I heard you can go blind looking at that shit.
Word is the Borealis, you know, the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Headlock will destroy our shops if he isn't taken care of soon. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. I'm sure you'll find the perfect gift. It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell. You good?
Behold, the Emporium,
shift. If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3,
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here. He'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okaribo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okaribo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man. But his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts. Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okaribo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okaribo owes a substantial debt to Keltkor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Keltcorp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadigbo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind. It's a substantial amount of credits. I couldn't allow you to do that. Just talk to him. Get him to accept my help. And I'll do the rest. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system, but it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Nice visiting with you.
find the music at the lounge. Yeah, sorry, I don't do autographs. Yeah? Okay, cool. Cool. Most people that come up to me just want an autograph or a picture. And after I've been modding all night, it gets really annoying. Programming the beats? Turning the dials? Come on, stay with me here. Oh, so it's my fault. I suppose next you're going to tell me it's okay for fans to start stealing stuff too. My music slate's gone. Completely vanished. I had all of my new songs figured out on that thing, and someone ripped me off. Total drag. Oh yeah, absolutely. It allows me to step away from myself for a while and harmonize with the universe. There's music out there, you know, if you listen. The trick is not getting hooked on that feeling. I got close to that state a few times, but reality and responsibilities always managed to pull me back. Oh man, wow, that would be so cool. Yeah, please. I thought I sensed a decent aura around you when you walked up. The thing is, I perform here at the lounge every single night, which means I can't repeat the same set over and over. I have to keep it real. Songs, lyrics, poems, all of my thoughts, basically. We're talking 3 years of stuff. It's not like I can just rewrite everything. Some of those moments of inspiration are long gone, out of my mind. That's why I write them down. Exactly. So, anything you can do to help is appreciated. Oh, and if you're looking for a lead, talk to Micah. She works the bar at Euphorica, and she's a walking grapevine. Anyway, I got to figure out how I'm going to mod my next set. I'll see you around, okay? Well, most of the people who come through here are fans, and they're either zoned or just digging the rhythms. That leaves collectors, competitors, or just a thief trying to make a cred. It could be anyone, really. People try to put a price on everything. Doesn't matter if it's music or the stars. If that price is big enough, you start attracting people with bad vibes and long knives. Only a matter of time before you get cut. Sound safe.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Maybe another time.
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
My time is far more valuable than you can possibly imagine. So this better be important. Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my favorite? One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get thrown off of the upper platform. I love that one. I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major majority stakeholder. Now, if you'd care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind, I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question. Well, that was riveting.
Hold it right there! You're under arrest. You know, after conducting a thorough search, I'm surprised I didn't find any contraband. At all. But I still need to take you to the station to be processed.
This is the last run to Neon I'm ever going to make.
You got a problem?
Ever run to spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's left. Quit staring.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right.
Every damn crate.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere.
I can't believe I'm worth some thousands of credits. This could have...
Hey, no funny stuff with that booze bag. I don't like traffic.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
Can I get you anything? Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it.
Maybe we should set up more posts in the area.
Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but we're actually closed right now. I just forget to... Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't.
up? Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood. Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl? Trawl is an extruded polypaste blend made from premium organic seafood caught only a few hundred meters from our location. It's healthy, tasty, delicious, and served in a convenient disposable applicator tube. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to discuss matters of a personal nature or necessarily speak with customers. If you wish to register a complaint, please fill out one of our comment slates and submit it to our corporate office. If you're upset, please fill out one of our comment slates and submit it to our corporate office.
Oh, this is absolutely hopeless. Just buy your disgusting fish paste in a tube and let's get out of here.
In the meantime, may I suggest you try a tube of trawl? It's won the Voli Benthic Cuisine Award 9 years in a row. Yeah, trust me, you don't want it. They take everything left over from the Aurora processing and grind it into a paste. Yeah, guts, bones, and all. And then they add some kind of oh god, what do they call it? Alginate? Yeah, they say they add that for vitamins. Gross, right? Okay, we have some trawl for your dining pleasure. Next time, pick up a few extra tubes of trawl. You know, snack.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic gems. They fly around like they own themselves.
Hello, can I assist you with something? Hello, welcome to Generdyne. Can I help you with something in particular? This is Generdyne's power facility. We're the only utility authorized to provide power for Neon. All of the electricity collected by our conduction grid is sent here, processed, stored, and then parceled out based on the city's needs. Well, our conduction grid technology, as well as all of the other experimentation being performed here, is proprietary. I'm sure many of our competitors would relish the opportunity to get through these doors behind me. I'm sure you understand. I'm sorry to hear that you're having trouble with your service. If you wouldn't mind using one of our customer service terminals to report the issue, I'm sure we can get it solved. Was there anything else? Oh, certainly. Have a wonderful day. Chief Technician Brayson Bayou is in charge of this power facility. If you have any questions about our corporate structure, you'll have to speak to the current office manager in the trade tower. Apart from the fact that he's Administrator Benjamin Bayou's brother, all I am authorized to tell you is that he's our chief technician. Even if there was, why would I risk my job telling you? Oh, you're just annoying enough that this might work. I hope I can trust you. According to the techs working closest to Brayson, he's in over his head. In fact, they suspect he doesn't know a thing about electrical engineering. Now, we all know how he got the job. I mean, his big brother, Benjamin, pretty much runs the entire city. What I don't understand is why he put someone with no experience in charge. It's almost as if he's running the company into the ground. To be honest, I feel bad for Brayson. He's actually a really nice guy. I hate to see bad things happening to him. Unfortunately, only Generdyne employees are allowed beyond the reception area. Any unauthorized individuals will be subject to the use of deadly force by our security team. I apologize if that sounds ominous, but they require I state that to anyone that requests entry. It's policy. I'm sure you understand. Have a great day. I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. I said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow. Please, leave me alone. No trouble at all. I understand you're just trying to be kind.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what? They scavenge for unspoken civilians.
Gangs can keep from killing each other. Why not?
Cut those tunes. Don't even bother with...
We have a moment. Say hello to my wife, Rosa. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza. I understand that. But when you're dealing with a snake like Siegert, normal commerce practices go right out the window. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. Everyone has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others. The only way to fight Neon security is if all the merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable rules. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. No problem. I'm sure you'll find something you like. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Let me know if we can make a deal. Tell everyone you know about our store. I've had enough, Rosa. Sigurd's gone too far.